Hi, this is part of a crash course in Wyoming politics and government. Specifically, this segment deals with the Wyoming executive branch. My name is Jason McConnell. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Politics, Public Affairs, and International Studies at the University of Wyoming's College of Arts and Sciences. So, in the American system of government, the executive branch is actually the branch that does things. So, that being said, in Wyoming, the executive branch is headed up by 5 statewide elected officials. The electorate in Wyoming elects not only our governor, but also the Secretary of State, the Auditor, Treasurer, and Superintendent of Public Instruction. All of these positions are actually established by the Wyoming State Constitution, which specifies each of those positions, each of the people in those positions serves a 4-year term. And notably, not one of the 5 supervises the others. That's actually been a point of political contention in recent years. So, walking through these in turn, let's first start with Wyoming's governor. There are a number of powers that come along with the office. The Wyoming governor is the commander-in-chief of the Wyoming National Guard. They can grant pardons, they can veto legislative bills, they can veto parts of appropriations bills. That concept is also referred to as a line item veto. And then also the Wyoming Constitution says the governor shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed. Beyond that, also, our governor tends to be our chief budget officer. Now, those duties are different from those of the Secretary of State. If the governor is somehow unable to fulfill their duties, for instance, perhaps they're out of town, out of state, then the Secretary of State serves as acting governor. But beyond that, they supervise public elections, they charter corporations, they investigate allegations of fraudulent activities in the securities industry, and yet each of those duties is very different from those of the state auditor. The auditor is responsible for ensuring the fiscal operations of the state comply with state law. Importantly, audits mineral production in the state. I say importantly because so much of Wyoming's revenue has historically come from mineral production. This role of the auditor actually has taken a great deal of prominence. Now, that being said, it's different from the role of the state treasurer. The treasurer receives and manages all state monies. That may not seem like a lot, but in any given year, the state treasurer manages over $20 billion in assets, and actually does that through taking in money from all state agencies. Well, what do they do with this money? They invest it, much like a bank would if you had a safe deposit account. So they invest state funds that are actually divided up across 9 investment pools. And then whatever revenue is generated from those funds actually goes into the state of Wyoming's budget. So the last of these positions is the Superintendent of Public Instruction. The superintendent's responsible for the public school system and administers the State Department of Education. That being said, there's also the State Board of Education, which is appointed by the governor, and that links the superintendent to the rest of the state government. That's all I have for you on this segment, but if you'd like to know more, we'd love to see you in one of our sections of Political Science 1000. That's Intro to American and Wyoming Government. Our program offers sections in Pols 1000 both in the fall, the spring, and also in summer semesters. We'd love to see you there. That being said, if you'd just like to read more on your own, feel free to check out our textbook, The Equality State. It's currently in the 9th edition, published by Macmillan Learning. You can find it at the university store, or if you'd like an e-copy, you can find that on vitalsource.com by searching for The Equality State. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.